Warning, this podcast may contain spoilers and adult language. Your discretion is advised. Welcome to the Anime Eh Podcast, everybody. My name is Felix. To my right is...
Dr. Utaku. And to my right is...
I'm Bork.
So this is our first episode, guys. This is going to be really awkward for our first time. But as you can guess by the name of the podcast, we are going to talk about anime.
And all different kinds of anime, too. Not just your regular run-of-the-mill isekais, like most of the other YouTubers.
No, we're definitely not going to do that. We're going to be talking a lot more about, like, any genre, to be honest, because we like variety here.
That was a joke. We're all isekai trash.
No, we really are.
I think this episode is really going to focus on genres in general because we have a game planned.
Later on.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's a little kind of get to know us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
To start it off, we are going to name our top five-ish anime of the last year. So within...
Of 2019.
Oh, shit.
So far.
Okay.
So who wants to start?
I think we should go one by one here.
All right, who wants to go first?
Since you were the last one to introduce yourself, go for
All
it.
ladies first?
Yeah,
okay.
Ladies first.
Definitely one of my favorites from this year was Goblin Slayer. I think we can all agree that was a really good one.
It really was, yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Go next. And then we'll come back.
Yeah, okay, why don't we do it that way? I think that's a better... Yeah, I still haven't even figured out what I like. There's so many. All right, fine. Who's next?
I guess I'll name one from this season. Not a lot of people watched it, and a lot of people hated it. Wise Man's Grandchild.
Oh, I liked it. I actually liked it.
It was decent. Yeah. It had a pretty slow start. It's, generic as all hell.
Of course.
It was good. It was good.
Very funny as well. My top one, let's say that, is Sanryu Shoujo. I really like that one. I know that both of my co-hosts do not know this one.
What is it about?
It's hard to explain. So there's a jock, let's say that, who likes to do poetry, but everybody looks at him and they think that he's gonna beat them up. And there's one girl that likes him. Mm-hmm. Kind of spoiled, but there's this girl that likes it and that likes him. I'm sorry, and she only speaks doing poem and using like a paper tablet to say what she thinks and like to say exactly what she's saying. She does not talk. She can talk, but does not. And it's like 12-minute long episodes. There's I think 13, and it's really, really
so
good.
It's kind of like a short.
Yeah, but it's really worth it to watch. I really enjoyed it. Like it's very like, let's say, fluffy in a way because like the drawing,
it's lighthearted,
giddy.
Yeah, giddy. Yeah. It's a really like heartfelt anime, and it's really good in my opinion. Like,
that's good.
I really suggest it to everybody.
That's great. All right, I guess back around our second one. Now this one probably isn't one of my favorites, but I am gonna mention it because I fucking hated this anime when it first started, and that's Black Clover.
Really?
I fucking hated it. I couldn't stand it. The main protagonist. It was just
Asta.
I'm sorry. It was just Asta. I couldn't stand it. Like.
To add to that, like, it definitely starts off very slowly, too. Like, the pacing is...
Oh, the pacing was fucking awful. I dropped it. And then I picked it back up.
I dropped it after, I think, 84 episodes in.
It started getting good again, though.
Yeah, but I was just waiting for stuff to happen and more episodes to come out because I was watching weekly.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is getting boring to me and, like, just wait, like, a full week. So I just went off, and then I came back, like, last week and watched the entirety of it until 104.
All
right. My second one is going to be the one that everyone knows that they love and they gotta hate it. Conception.
Oh, I don't think everyone watched Conception.
Everyone needs to watch Conception.
No, they don't.
Everyone needs to learn the dance at the very end because I want to do it all the time.
Okay. I'm going to say this right now. only people who are old enough, let's say 14.
Yeah, this is
there's
definitely...
no way that kids like under 14 should watch this.
That show is censored, thank you.
Yeah, but it's very provocative in a lot of ways.
Just the premise in general.
I mean, the name of it, like, it's fucking Conception. Like,
it's pretty bad.
Don't knock it till you try.
Oh god.
My second one would be Arifureta. Super good anime. I've heard some of my friends actually, my friends hate it. I'm like, you guys are weird. Like, this is way too good to pass.
It had like a dark underlying tone that I liked, especially because like
first episode went with a bang.
It's an isekai, but they don't even say it's an isekai till later. You pretty much just learn that character.
It's like late in the first episode that we see that.
Knocking on the table.
Like, it's not even like, it's like halfway through the first episode that you see that it's an isekai.
Yeah.
Like, I really loved it just because of the dark humor, the dark, like, tones in it.
He's a badass, too.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Alright, doubling back.
Oh, shit. Are we already back to me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Shield Hero.
Oh, yeah. That was one of mine as well.
Jesus, that show was really fucking good.
I was going to mention that one, too.
I thought it kind of brought a new twist to, like, isekais in general, where instead of this guy being introduced to a world where everyone fucking loves him and he's OP as hell, this dude had fucking nothing. Everyone picked on him.
Yeah, and, like, I'm just going to input on that. Like, it's no spoilers because it's the first fucking episodes, but, like, the moment he gets there, everybody starts hating him because he's the shield hero.
Well, like, I think more than anything, it also brought that fact that like when he gets transported to that world, they didn't really explain too much of it because these other people already knew about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they kind of bled in the elements of it without having to like bring the entire world together. Mm-hmm. They kind of just like, oh, you guys came to this new world, you already know what's going on for the most part. And then he gets screwed over and things start going dark. And then it actually shows the side of heroes that people don't get to see. Like, oh yeah, you helped a village, but now it's causing more problems. And they don't show
They never fully helped the village.
I just thought it was a nice, fresh, new look to isekais, which is always nice because they do tend to get really repetitive.
Mm-hmm. And then, moving on.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
The next one, reincarnated as a slime, by far the best one this year for me.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of mine as well.
Absolutely loved it. The world building in it, the comedy, all the characters. I
really love the comedy.
I loved how there was a progression system in the anime. It kind of made you feel like you wanted to see how OP he really could be, especially once he starts like upgrading people and stuff, because that was hilarious.
Just by saying,
and huge for world building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And character development too, because like as it's going along, you see how these characters, or weakly even goblins, you see how they get overpowered in a way that's like different from the rest of the isekais, because it's literally just giving them a name or like helping them, and it levels them, which is pretty cool.
I ended up dropping that one and I didn't finish it. I watched the majority. I know, I'm sorry. I watched the majority of it and there were parts that I really liked about the show. So I loved some of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I loved when there was actual action. I liked when things were progressing. I enjoyed the story too, but I fucking cannot stand when shit comes to a standstill and nothing happens. And it just becomes a slice of life.
Yeah.
It's just not my personal favorite genre, so.
What, slice of life?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are some that I still love.
I love slice of life. I know both of you don't really like it, but I love it because
if there's enough like character growth in a slice of life, that can keep me watching it. But unfortunately, this one just kind of left me like
standstill.
Yeah. It didn't have enough for me.
Traitor.
I'm sorry.
For mine, since both of you just said two of mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, don't worry. Another one is Dukyunin wa Hiza, or My Roommate is a Cat. And
slice of life trash.
Hey.
No, it was really good though. It was really good. if you guys want to know more of the backstory, it's a guy who's like 26 years old. He writes books for a living.
I think we watched the first episode.
Yeah, and he lost his parents when he was younger. And he's not social. And there's just a cat that comes into his life, and he's pretty much starting to socialize because of the cat. And you see the vision of the cat by the end, or like either the beginning or the end of the episode, you see the vision of the cat. And I really like that in the anime. Like, I even like showed it to my sister, who doesn't fucking watch anime, and she liked it. Like,
well, I think it sounds like an anime that a lot of people who have like social anxiety or anxiety in general, they can really like relate to the character and what he's going through.
Yeah.
So I might even be interested in checking that out, because I think a lot of people who even watch anime struggle with
and like
a lot of stuff like
sometimes in certain animes I skip like the boring part. Even though I like the anime, I skip the boring parts because it's just so long. It's just
never skip.
I know, but it's like
show. You're gonna miss, even small things can add up in the end.
I know, but that's why sometimes I go back and watch the entirety of it again. But it's just sometimes I just skip the boring part and then I come back to it either a later date or whatever. But this one, I never miss a second of it. If I lost my track or like I was distracted, I would rewind it just to understand what was happening.
Yeah, I think the only like parts of anime that I skipped was a few filler arcs in One Piece that had nothing to do with
they weren't
the
arcs,
progression.
they were like episodes.
More like Naruto, where it's like actual fillers.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Flashback central. All right, moving on.
What are we on? 4, 3?
So we're on. This is 4th now.
This is 4. Okay. Well, I definitely want to bring out Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
The broccoli means something.
I knew that fucking broccoli meant something. I knew it.
You'll never know what it means until you watch.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers, unfortunately, because I haven't watched the second season yet. I am going to. That's probably what I'm going to start watching. That's the biggest
spoiler ever, that broccoli means something.
It's not something actually, like, big to the plot or anything.
It absolutely is. It's vital.
God. I love this one. I loved all the characters and their struggles and the stuff that they went through. I loved the animation. The style was just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the color blends that they added with those like
they've always nailed that.
Fight scenes. Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I'm excited if they ever decide to make more of it. I would love to see some more.
They already created 2 seasons, so I don't think we'll get out there.
His sensei is the best character, can I just say?
He's such a...
Oh, Jesus. Hey!
He really
I'm
is.
gonna have to bleep that word out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's offensive, sir.
Yeah.
He is, though.
He is stupid. He is an idiot.
Dissing his, like, absolute mentality.
Baka.
Exactly. There you go.
All right.
Baka.
It's your go, sir.
Okay. One that actually just came to Netflix recently, and not very many people have seen it. Mogmal. It was great. It's not really an isekai. It's more bring the isekai to this world where an island crops up in the middle of nowhere and these dangerous creatures and all kinds of messed up things. And this is one that I thought was going to be super lighthearted when it started. And it does have its lighthearted moments, but it definitely gets into the dark and gritty of like what would actually happen if this like happened in our society. Some people start developing powers, and that's a little bit weird. But the whole premise of like they would like try and attack and gather all the resources they could, but then the actual like island is fighting back, and it's really good, especially because it just came Netflix. So no excuse not to check it out.
Oh, so it's on Netflix. Okay, I'll watch it tonight. I start watching it tonight. There you go.
All right.
My 4th one, since both of you just said 2 of mine.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's happened again.
No, it's fine.
It's Groundhog Day.
Masuma Retry. I really like that one personally. It's an isekai demon lord like vibe. It was comedy 100%. Like, it's mostly comedy.
It had its plot service moments, but yeah, it was good.
Do I need to explain this one, or
no? We were all just there for the plot. It has plot. Go watch it.
Which one was this? I don't remember which one.
How not summon a demon slayer? How not summon a demon lord?
No, not that one. That one was great. This one
Okay.
I'm thinking of this one. But
so that's not plot at all. It's
no, this one is not.
Holy plot. You're into that?
Sure, I'll give you the synopsis of this.
Am I gonna have to call the FBI?
It's literally just.
I really like this
it's
one.
A guy who gets thrown as an isekai.
Yeah,
but like
as his
game of his creation.
Yeah, and it's really good. It's really funny, and like, honestly, it's just really worth it watching it because the plot of it is hilarious.
Anything that makes me laugh is.
I also thought that
good.
It was good because he is supposed to be an evil character,
but he's super nice. Yeah,
but he's like stuck in this mentality of like, I was kind of a nice guy. I created this character as like a persona, and now that he's in this new world and people are looking at him as a demon lord, he's got to try and step up and act like it. It kind of reminds me of Overlord.
Yeah.
In that way, but he doesn't have as many minions yet, at least.
No.
But
all right. Yeah. I guess this is the last one, right? 5?
Yeah, I have to find another one.
I don't know if either of you are going to bring up Dr. Stone. Did you want to talk about Dr. Stone?
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
He did. That wasn't going to be on my list.
Because I also wanted to bring up Demon Slayer.
I was thinking of bringing it on the list, but
do you want to talk about Demon Slayer? Because I can bring up Dr. Stone. Okay, so definitely I have to talk about this one, even though it's fairly new. Jesus, this fucking anime was just gorgeous. I loved it. It's like primitive technology anime edition.
It really is,
I learned so much about this show, and I had so many theories. Like every episode, I would be left with wondering what the hell's going to happen next and how things connected to each other.
It's still coming out, though. That's what's great about it.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited.
I like how he's OP in like a way that you don't see much. Like it's not like he gained powers or something. He's just really smart.
Yeah. Like it shows it in a few episodes, like how smart he was when he was super young.
Yeah.
Like it's even like one of the most recent ones, like it shows that he's smarter than his father. That's not really a spoiler.
No spoiler.
That's not really a spoiler.
If we do bring up spoilers, I can also
will put a warning
that we can put spoiler.
We will put a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yours.
Okay.
That was mine. That was my last one.
We gotta talk about Demon Slayer then.
Okay.
Demon Slayer is one of those ones that started off and I was okay with it at the start. It had a decent, I like the premise. There's a little bit of gore in it, but it's not too much.
A little bit.
Not too much though. But they don't like make it excessive. Like I know some crazy stuff happens, but the fact that, you know, they actually put those little details in there.
Yeah.
Especially the way that the main character thinks about how he's supposed to progress and like some of the moments in it. By the 4th or 5th episode, I was hooked. Such a good one. And then you've probably all seen that fight scene. That blood art fight scene, I'm not even going to spoil it. I'm just going to say it. Like, it was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece.
Graphics, everything was so nice.
Oh my god. Can I talk about the graphics? Okay, so the first episode that we were watching, me and Doc both have this like prejudice against CG and anime. And my problem with it is it's not blended in well.
No.
If you go and watch movies like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, and I know you can't compare like a show that has not nearly as much of a budget as a movie like that. The reason why they work so well is because they use practical effects. And when you have the same kind of style and you bring in something that looks completely different, especially if it's something like a background character or like a big group of things, it takes me right out of the experience. All I'm focusing on, I'm not reading subtitles, I'm not paying attention to dialogue, I'm just staring at that disgusting thing. That's just, it's an eyesore.
It really sticks out. Like,
but,
it's a sore
spot. My god. Can I just say the water effects in Demon Slayer?
So great.
Oh my god. Some of the most gorgeous like CG and anime I've ever
nice
seen.
And blue and pale. Like, at first I would have thought like it would have been like super dark.
Well, some scenes, especially when it comes to like the battles, it's hard to even tell that it is CG unless you go and like pause it frame by frame.
Yeah. Which is really nice.
They blend it really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the blending's not even the best part. The best part is how like where it flows and when they actually use that expression. of like movement. At first I thought it was like it's just supposed to be that an expression, but then I saw how it's actually like somewhat powers, and it became even cooler the different ways that they use the animation.
Oh, you should have put your phone on silent, sir. All right.
Well,
he's gonna leave for a call. Should we take a break? And we're back. From break.
Short break, but it was still a break.
All right.
That's fine, whatever. So I have 2 from my last ones. I would put them on the same level.
Said 5.
Do you have additional anime to add to this?
Oh, so the first one, let's just say my 5th one, is Kaguya-sama Love is War.
That was a good one.
It was really good, funny, and like the comedy behind the fact that they both love each other, but they don't want to
slice of life crap.
Don't interrupt.
Like I said, I really like slice of life. So, but the fact that they both love each other and they're trying to get the other one to say they love the other one is really funny and like to me.
Oh, that just reminds me of that new one that came out this season, Orisuke.
I don't think yeah. Are You the Only One That Loves Me, I think is the name. And yeah. That one's really funny.
Really funny, and I love the bench. It's my favorite character.
Oh, God.
Yo, that bench is worth everything.
Okay.
And then the last one I would have would be Kakigurui Season 2.
Yes! Can I agree with this one?
Yo, that was really
100%.
Good. Because, like, I really love the gambling, like, addition to this anime.
It was so intense.
Yeah, honestly, you're saying no, but
Doc is a big fan of it.
I just thought it was messed up. I didn't like the premise of it.
I really love the gory part of it. Like the darkness and like.
To be fair, I did watch like half of the first season.
It's a thriller.
It's fine, but like it was really funny in my end, and like the fact that they were gambling pretty much their lives.
It reminded me a lot of Angel of Death, and I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a horror or
not like
too
Angel
much.
Of Death,
it's not really like gory either, I would say. It's more just, it's really thrilling. Like it gets your blood pumping while you're watching it and you're wondering how the hell is this character going to outsmart the other one?
Right. And that's what I really love about season 2. And I know that there's going to be a season 3 because there's no way they're going to stop it.
It kind of gave me those vibes of like No Game, No Life, where it's like you have 2 very intelligent characters going up against each other, and it's almost like a battle of the wits.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess that's why I liked it.
Yeah, and the graphics of it was really good.
I love the opening.
Yeah. I really love everything about this anime, to be honest. Like, I was so excited when I saw that there was a season 2 coming up that I left a note in my agenda of when the first episode would come out, just so I could watch it. Like I was
speaking of new seasons, we should be talking about Danganronpa too.
Yeah,
that's
finally
really
there's a second season.
It took 3 years?
Which one is this again? What is the English name of this?
How to Get Over Dungeon. Yeah.
Oh, Dungeony?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dungeony, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet just because I went and I watched the entire first season, but it's been so long that I literally forgot the entire anime. So I'm going to have to go and rewatch the whole thing.
I hear that.
So the first season came out in 2013.
Oh for the
novel.
Yeah.
The light novel was January 15th of 2013. The manga, the first volume of the manga, August 2nd, 2013.
With the anime, though.
The anime came out in 2015.
So 4 years.
It's been 4 years since we've been waiting for season 2. Let's say that the one with, I already forgot her name. The blonde one.
Ais Wallenstein.
Yes. I'm excluding that season because I didn't really like it.
Oh, you're talking about the fan service season.
Yes.
Oh, that was dreadful.
I really did not like it. But this season...
It felt like a filler arc, to be honest. And I know it was supposed to be set before the fact.
Mm-hmm, it was.
But
there wasn't enough plot for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the other kind of plot. You know what I'm talking about.
But I really liked the second season that came out this year. because this is, in my opinion, like one of the best.
This season started kind of slow for me, to be honest, but it does pick up. But where it does pick up, it's still got questions, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go still.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it for me, to be honest.
Well, I'm excited to watch it, but I'm definitely going to have to go and rewatch.
Have you not watched it yet?
All right.
No, I haven't watched the second season, so I'm going to have to rewatch
It's still coming out.
The last one that we have to talk about, and this is going to be like the triple, because I know we've all seen it, and you're all like gushing over it, My Hero season 4.
I was about to say we can't finish this section off of the podcast
I figured that, this is like the one all three of us have to talk about, because
of course,
My Hero's amazing. It's beautiful. I almost cried within the first 3 episodes of the first season. Don't care what anyone says. That moment that Deku gets told he can be a hero is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just make a segue off of this anime? Because let's just say this is the first anime that me and Brooke have watched together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that really got me into watching anime. And that was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And like, that's what's so crazy to me. Because I was at you guys' house after a party. And the next day I woke up early, and then Brooke was watching anime downstairs, and I went down, and Dustin was like, hey, he wants to watch anime. Dustin's a friend of ours who introduced me to these two people here. But he will definitely be on the show at one point.
Yep. Most definitely.
Guest star alert.
If we are doing a Harry Potter themed episode.
Oh, we probably will.
Doc actually doesn't know which house he belongs to, so I think that'd make an amazing episode to find out what house he is.
I don't have to redo the test. I don't remember which one.
I am definitely a Gryffindor.
I think I was Gryffindor too, or
really?
either
yeah,
Slytherin
I've taken
the
test multiple times, and I'm actually Gryffindor.
No, I was a Slytherin. Yeah.
You snaky bastard!
Right? But see, I picked everything that I would have done, and it all comes up Slytherin, and then I choose the ones that we're getting off of.
Yeah, we are getting a little off topic, but still, that's
anyway,
all right.
So yeah, our friend Dawson got me to watch anime in the first place, and in a month working overnight, I watched the entirety of Naruto, Shippuden, and Shonen Jump, like the entirety of it, every single episode. Which, yes, no, I agree. I love the anime, but fuck, I would never rewatch it. No, I just can't rewatch it.
I'm the same way about Naruto.
You might as well
have
watched
200 episodes. Filler.
You might as well have watched it 3 times, watching it once, because that's how many times they look back and be like, do you remember what happened 3 episodes ago?
Yeah.
Oh, we just got to show you that again real quick, because it might relate to this in some way.
Maybe. But yeah, no.
I have not finished Shippuden when it comes to Naruto. I have watched the entire first version of Naruto. I think I know most of what happens later on from the video games.
Yeah. I always buy the video games and play them.
Anyway, so going back to what I was saying is that when me and Brooke first watched anime together, it was My Hero first season.
My Hero is a beautiful anime.
It really was.
I love how it kind of attracted more people to this sort of shonen genre as well, because a lot of the superhero fans, with this Marvel coming out with all these new superhero movies, people are craving that superhero vibe, and My Hero just does it so well. There's a couple fillers, but they're tolerable fillers, and honestly, small things happen.
I couldn't realize some of them were fillers. When I first started watching it, I couldn't tell they were fillers. I know what you mean. I know that you mean. There were some.
They were actually interesting episodes. Though.
Yes, they were so interesting to me that I didn't realize that they were filler. I was just like, oh no, it's part of the.
I feel like when it comes to filler episodes, what makes them really good is if they actually have some character development in them.
Right.
Yeah,
and it really helps when understanding the actual character as well.
And even if it's just a little bit, even if there's that one moment where they have that deep talk in this all chaotic funny episodes. They've still got that underlying factor of there's more going on in this world than meets the eye. Mm-hmm. And that is, you can see the character progression moving as they learn how messed up the world actually is, to this point of perspective of, oh, I wanted to be a hero, but you didn't understand what being a hero meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think the 4 characters that they focused on the most when it comes to that stuff is obviously Deku, Bakugo. I can't remember the names, but the guy who has the speed ability with the jets.
Oh, wow. It's just the T.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Ida.
When it came
Ida.
to
Yeah, it's Ida.
his backstory, I'm not going to say anything more than that in
Great
case you
backstory, by the
haven't. And Todoroki.
Yeah.
And Todoroki is a good character too, especially because there was that.
He's OP, but at first, like,
I wish
he
they
was,
would give
like,
some of the
dick.
females more character development. They haven't. I mean, I
know
feel
what
like
you
they're
mean.
kind of there just so that they have like
female.
females.
Yeah.
I haven't
No,
seen a lot of
there's a
development.
There's
with
a
them.
there's a little bit
couple
of
that are-
development for a few of them, but
Uraraka. How do you
Uraraka.
say that name?
Uraraka.
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 Okay, whatever.
Her.
Yeah, Bravovich is pretty interesting because I feel like there is that underlying tone of there might be a relationship between them.
Yes, and
Yeah,
everybody knows
okay,
it, but neither of them. Are
I don't
actually,
feel like
Well, no, majority of them
romance
don't, but-
is a good enough reason for character development.
Mhm.
It's almost like an excuse to me, like even in like Disney movies or anything in general, movies where they're like a female is only there to be a romantic interest.
No,
They're not allowed to
That's
have
not what
any
I'm saying.
personality.
no. That's
She has personality. They haven't brought any of their backstories up because they're
That's
not
what
main
I'm saying. I
characters.
wish they would have chose at least one of the females to focus on. At least one of them. Because Gravity Bitch actually has some, like, an interesting reason why she's getting money and actually becoming a hero
mhm.
for her family.
Yeah, she has a purpose behind.
She has a purpose, but they just kind of hint at it. They don't really go much further into any of the other. And I get that they have
I know,
a
just
large
They're not
cast of
main
characters. I get they have a large, like, main cast of characters, but I would like to see a little bit more focus on some of them, you
Mhm.
know?
Well, that goes with some of the other guys too, though.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say it's not just the females, it
We
is
don't
some of
even
the
know
males as
much
well.
about Bakugo.
We don't know much,
Besides the
but
fact that he's a dick.
Yeah, but he's had a lot of character growth, I would
Yes.
say.
no, he did. He definitely did. Because
And he's still an idiot.
he is, but the fact that at first he was like being really rude to Deku and everybody else.
I
and
think
now
they
he's
have a
opening up to
mutual
everybody.
understanding now.
Yeah, he still hates everybody, but he's kind of gotten like a
The-
way of
the only
saying
thing
like,
that-
I kind of accept you, but I
The
still
only
hate you.
big character growth that I really liked, and especially because someone who thought that predicted that he was going to turn and didn't was huge for me.
Yeah.
Because the fact that I literally just thought he was the new Sasuke, but
Mhm.
no, he's
Yeah.
actually got some in-depth.
That's what I was thinking too.
I was really surprised that they didn't, but
I think it's a good thing.
I think it's amazing that they have like this character who everyone predicted was going to become a villain, or at least almost everyone.
Yeah.
And
I am pretty sure everybody thought at one point he was going to be a villain.
oh yeah,
He still has time.
there's always time.
I still don't know that. He literally calls himself Die or Die half the time, so like.
Oh yeah, he
he's gonna end up killing
literally
somebody
when
one
he
day.
punches people or uses his power, he's literally telling them die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little much.
I think another
Yeah, it
character
is.
who had growth was All Might.
Yeah, in a way. In
In a
yes.
certain way,
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
He does get character development, but it's also, I feel like it's more Deku getting character development from him.
Yeah, it's one character
Because-
bouncing off of another.
Yeah. Like, they don't tell us much of All Might's backstory unless you watch the movie.
Which I think we have watched one
We
of
did.
them,
You
right?
did, yeah.
Is there multiple ones?
I
No.
think there's one other one.
Is there? Or let me-
I can't remember if that was
I
a
believe there
recap
is a
one.
newer one coming
Oh,
out.
there was a recap one that they came out with, too.
Okay.
I didn't watch a recap one. But
Yeah, there's literally one that shows, like, the first season and a half or something. It's like an hour and a half.
I don't know who the new character is because I am only I didn't even finish the second episode of the new season yet, and I believe there's 4 out currently.
Yes. There are
So
4
I'm a little further behind, but in the opening it shows this girl with a horn or something on her head, and it's giving me really bad like OCD to the point where I kind of want to like shave it off because it's like on the one side of her head and there isn't anything on the other. There's no symmetry. So in the opening for the new season, it shows like a girl with just like this one horn.
So what, you're going Death the Kid on her ass?
Yes, I am. There's no symmetry, and it drives me insane.
It has to be symmetrical.
I can't be the only one who thinks that.
So for movies, there's only one that came out that was really canon to the show.
Yes.
And it's Two Heroes.
Yeah, I remember.
That's the only one that came out.
I think me and Doc went to watch the first episode of this new season, and it kind of referenced it, so we actually went and watched the movie.
Okay.
I watched an abridged version, though, that was, like, it's not the whole movie, but it was hilarious.
Do you know what channel it's from?
No. There's a lot of problems with parodies right now. They're all getting taken down.
Of course.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's copyright issues and everything, but I enjoy them.
I watched it the day it came out.
Either way, My Hero, by far one of the best in the past couple of years, actually.
Yeah.
Like, its fighting is good enough to make you keep coming back for it. To have that tournament arc, that was beautiful.
Tournament arc!
And the fact that his power kind of destroys him, but he finds a way to work with it is great as well. Like like it really develops his character.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, let's stop sucking My Hero's dick and move on to something else.
Oh, I just want a little bit. Oh,
jeez. Okay. All right.
My Hero guys.
Okay.
What do you guys want to talk about next?
Good question.
We have the game plan.
It's been 36 minutes.
We still have plenty of time. We really do the game.
Like,
we could go on to.
It should be like a half intermission, and I still need to make food before we go to work.
Okay, well now everyone on the podcast knows that you need to eat before work.
Yeah, I absolutely need to. Oh, I'm gonna edit this, right? Let's try to feed this.
Alright, so what I have here is I have a box full of pieces of paper, and they all have random genres of anime on them. And I think the way that we're gonna do this is we're each gonna pull one, and every round we can decide after we open it to see if we want to keep the genre that we have, or if we want to steal and trade with someone else. Now, if you do that, you can only do it 3 times.
Okay.
Not per round. You can only do it once per round, and if someone trades with you, you cannot trade with that same person. Like, you can't just give it back to them. You could trade with someone else, though, but you're only allowed to do it 3 times.
And what if we don't like the genre?
Well, I guess that's too fucking bad for you.
Alright, well.
So,
fine.
I guess when we get the genre, we're going to say our favorite anime from that genre.
Yep.
Or would you like to do it? We mentioned our least favorite as well. Do you want to just stick with our favorite?
I say if somebody steals it from you,
you're allowed to say it's your least favorite because you're a salty bitch.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So who wants to grab one?
We should.
Here.
I thought we were all gonna grab one and decide if we can.
Because if we steal, we all.
I'm saying we each pull one.
Okay.
Every round.
Go first? But no, I'm gonna.
No, he wants to pull his own out of the box.
Go back.
We get to check what our genres are. If we don't like them, we can decide to switch. I am gonna keep a tally on how much everyone has switched because you only get to do it 3 times.
Oh, I have to think about this one for mine. Okay. Yeah, I have it for mine.
Okay. Is anyone gonna steal or trade?
No.
You're gonna keep the ones that you have?
Yeah. Are you going to steal?
I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
You go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
You want ladies first again?
Yeah.
All right. I got musical.
Oh.
Yes. You should have traded. Oh my god, there's so many good musical animes.
There really are.
I know a lot of people would say you're Lie in April.
Yeah, that's good.
I agree. I really liked the music.
I didn't like White Album though.
But
Ooh,
what am I gonna say is my favorite?
Yeah.
Give her time.
I don't know if this is technically a musical, but it does have music in it. Which is
every anime has music in it.
Shugo Chara. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
What is it?
Here.
Hold on. I think that's right. My Guardian Characters?
No. Okay, well, anyway, it's essentially like an anime about... Yes, that's it. It's an anime about this girl who has to go around collecting these little eggs, and each one represents like a part of her personality.
This isn't...
It's not technically a musical, but it does have music in it.
Look at the genre. It's comedy, magic, school, and shoujo.
I know you would say Show by Rock. I know. But this is the one that I agree. It does have a lot of music in it, which is why I'm going to mention it.
My Love Life.
I didn't watch that, though. Okay. I haven't watched a lot of musicals, but the reason why I am going with this, and I know it's not technically in the genre, but I would put it in. This was a slice of life?
Have music
it does, by multiple different singers. It does have music in it.
Or is the character actually singing?
It's not the main character. There are technically 2 side characters that do sing and play music. And I love... a lot of the songs from
At this point, I just want to agree so we can...
Just agree so we can move on.
Terrible.
Fine.
Next, I got Magical Girl. I don't even know if it's a magical, but Show by Rock.
Oh, I want to say my favorite Magical
Show by
Girl.
Rock is beautiful. Mm-hmm. It is an amazing anime. I love how it's...
That could also be a musical.
It's very cute. Yeah,
that technically is a musical.
I was disappointed in you because I totally thought.
Can I say my favorite Magical Girl anime?
No, my favorite one is actually Oroway no Zombie.
That's the one I was thinking of earlier today.
Okay.
Yes, it's Magical Boy.
No, he is technically.
It says Magical Girl. You have to stick with girl. She is technically
a magical girl.
What is that one called though?
What? Which one?
The zombie?
Yeah.
What was it again? I'll look it up.
I think it's an Oroway no Zombie.
Oroway? No.
Was this the one that we were just talking about earlier where it got to the rap episode and I dropped it?
No.
Nope. That's a Zombieland Saga.
I see.
Is this a zombie?
It's literally called Is This a Zombie? Yeah. The dude, there is a magical girl in it, but it ends up turning into a magical boy show. It's funny.
I like how it says the genre is here.
The one girl, that Reaper girl, holy shit, that's a cool power.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
All right.
So what I picked, horror.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched a lot.
I didn't have to think a lot about it. Mm-hmm. My favorite one, Mirai Nikki.
Future Diaries.
Future Diaries.
Horror is
gore as shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it
I would
horror,
say it's more of a psychological.
But that's why.
No, the main character alone makes that show a horror. That is a male's horror show.
Yes, and that's why I consider it a horror, even if it might not be an actual horror. I believe that this one should be a horror because it scared the shit out of me. Like, I was watching it, and at some points I had to, stop because I couldn't watch it anymore.
I watched the entire first season, and I almost didn't want to go and watch the second, and I still haven't because it's... No, there is.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is. If there isn't, then someone please correct me.
No, there's only one.
Are you sure?
It's after the first season, yes.
Okay. Oh, God.
Nope.
I'm going to trade with someone.
Wait. Season 2 is going to come out 2021 or 2022.
Okay, so it hasn't even come out yet.
We'll see.
If there even is one. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I'm going to switch.
Really?
I'm going to switch with Felix.
Fuck! No!
Sorry.
I really like mine.
You can switch with Doc, but you can't switch back with me.
No, I wanted that one. I'm okay with this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, I feel so bad. Sorry. You're stealing mine?
Okay. Oh my god, you're gonna hate it because it's one of my favorite genre.
I feel bad because it is Felix's favorite genre. All right. Who wants to go first this time?
All right. No, I can't.
No, he's already stolen this round.
Yeah, you stole mine, but he stole
that's
yours.
true.
So I could technically buy one.
You could.
I won't because I like this one too. Fine. I'll re-steal my own.
I guess that's one loophole.
Yeah, the loophole was slice of life.
That's right.
That's what I said.
You can mention your least favorite if you're salty.
Okay, so mine was slice of life. I really love slice of life.
Go ahead.
Don't interrupt
My
me.
favorite one is called Real Life. It is on Crunchyroll. I suggest it for everybody. But it is my favorite one because I feel myself in this main character. Like because of some of the things that happened to him in his life, happened to me in my life. So I feel so connected to this character. That's why I really love it. And I've watched this one at least 20 times. Like, I've watched it multiple times.
Okay, nice.
Go
That's
for
awesome.
I got sports.
Oh, ew.
My least favorite is the entire genre.
The only sports I've seen is Yuri on Ice.
I
will say
anime.
I've seen Yuri on Ice.
I know.
But I've also, the only one that I can actually say, old school Hajime no Ippo is probably one of the best sports anime by far. They make the fighting look so intense and dynamic that it feels like you can actually feel the hits. Beautiful anime. What was that new one that came out?
Haihiru no Sora?
No.
The basketball one?
Oh, are you talking about the wrestler?
No. The wrestling one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Hokage or something? What is it called?
Anyways, Hajime no Ippo, my favorite sports anime.
I have it written down.
Least favorite, the entire genre.
Hokage, right?
That's
Are you talking about the boxing one or a wrestler? Because
boxing.
wrestling is different than boxing.
That's not a wrestling show, though. It's an isekai.
That is true, and it's
Boxing
amazing.
anime.
I'm thoroughly enjoying that. All right, my genre is sci-fi. There's a lot that I could mention for this.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi. But I think I'm gonna go with Cowboy Bebop. I have to. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I literally have posters of this show like on my wall.
Yeah, you got.
I've listened to
It's a
the
good one.
soundtrack
It's a
multiple
good
times. This is a show that I have also watched multiple times.
The animation kind of stops people from watching it nowadays because it is an old school anime.
Oh, but it's
Yeah,
so good.
Characters, the story, it's all great. I love how it's like a cowboy take on.
Yeah, it's a Western sci-fi.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So for mine, I just want to add as well for mine, like, I did say Real Life was my favorite one, but if I was to not say Real Life, there would be way too many for me to choose.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is I only want us to mention
That's the
one.
issue, because I really love slice of life, and like, you don't seem to like it, or you seem to like it. I don't know.
Okay. So the my thing with slice of life is I don't like when it's just like filler. There's nothing going on.
It depends.
And I feel like
on the
that
anime.
happens a lot.
It would depend on the anime.
Is anyone gonna switch this round? Is anyone gonna steal?
I want to, but I'll keep it.
Okay. You haven't gone first yet. Do you want to go first?
Go for it.
All right, Doc's going first.
I got isekai.
Oh, you
That's
trash
my favorite genre.
I'm pretty sure it's a good genre.
My
for all
favorite
of us.
isekai is really hard to say though, because this is one of my favorite genres. No matter how much it gets overused and abused nowadays, there is some really good ones. I will say Reincarnated as a Slime for this last year. I know I already mentioned it, but that is a great one. Also, the one that you brought up, Mao Sama Retry, I thought it was How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
That one was really good, yeah.
Was great.
Yeah.
It had a great premise moving into it. Just
Comedy.
Mostly
Comedy
comedy all the way. It was cool to see a character that was so OP, and like some of the abilities he used were awesome.
And the fact
when
that
he
he was
dropped that white Nova and was jizzed.
Oh, jeez.
and also for the fact that he gets super embarrassed, but he's trying to keep his persona and like, I'm a tomboy. Like,
I agree. The comedy was just on point.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I loved that show. It was really funny. I got shonen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We're all shonen trash here as well.
Yeah.
So there is so many that you could name for this genre.
TXT.
Well, yeah, but we could also be pulling other categories. So
Oh God.
I might not want to pick that one yet.
Fan service.
For shonen, I'm gonna go with Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Doc both have Fairy Tail literally tattooed on our bodies.
I am going to get one for sure in the future. Obviously not the same place that you guys did, but like, I'm definitely gonna get a tattoo of that.
This is just a show that I really liked. I loved it.
That's what
It
that's
means
actually,
a lot to me.
She owned the first 2 seasons and watched them.
Yes, I have them on Blu-ray, DVD
Brilliant.
combo
Really?
pack. Yes, I
didn't
love
know
this.
that.
This is one that I've definitely rewatched.
multiple
I
times.
do enjoy the older seasons more.
Then the most recent one.
Yes.
The final series.
It was, and I don't want to bring it up, but it really let
I never
me
finished
down.
it. Yeah, I haven't finished it, but like I kind of don't want to finish it just because it's such a good anime in the first place. But
Mhm.
I need to finish it. But I don't want to finish it.
The last season, it's like it almost brought the show down from like a high peg that I had it at. But it's still a good show.
Yeah.
I'm still glad they wrapped everything mostly up. And I know that there's still going to be more.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
most
not like it's
definitely.
the end.
And if it doesn't go with the main story, it's definitely going to be a spin-off of some sort.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just want to segue as well for this one. This is the actual anime that Dawson got me to watch as my first anime.
Yeah.
Not
Very
even
sad.
SAO. This one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Another thing I just want to mention about this this show is it's good in dub and sub. I enjoy both.
I started watching in dub, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm never gonna watch it in sub. And then I started watching anime that was
I
sub, and
watched
I was
it
like,
in
I'm never
both.
watching anime in dub. But I still do both.
That's
I even
good.
watched Chinese anime at this point, like so.
Alright, go ahead.
And my least favorite, mecha.
Oh.
I do not like mecha anime. That is the only anime that I do not genre. I mean, that I do
Mhm.
not like. I know that both of you guys like it.
Well,
No.
I know you
Not
you like it
necessarily.
because you're like I don't dislike
I
all of them,
don't.
but
Yeah, I don't dislike mecha anime, but it's very rare that I'll actually stick to one. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whole Gundam series. It's decent. There's some really good characters in it, but at this point it's been dragging on for too long.
the only 2 mechas that I can say I have enjoyed is Gurren Lagann and Code Geass. And
And
that's
that-
Star Driver.
that's what I was gonna say. Gurren Lagann is my favorite, but I wouldn't rewatch it.
Oh.
But mecha,
Oh.
like I said,
I
mecha,
would rewatch it
I
just...
do not like mecha.
I would,
Yeah,
I would
that's
rewatch
understandable.
That show just for
I've
Gundam.
tried watching SSS Gridman. I couldn't finish it.
Evangelion.
I love the anime thing. I love the opening.
Evangelion. I used to pronounce it Evangelion.
Avenge.
I still do. I still do.
Alright. Oh.
I already
let's
pulled
see.
one.
Oh.
So everyone else go ahead.
Let's see what I do.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what anyone else
Ooh.
has.
Hold on. I have to think hard about this one.
I'm gonna trade.
You're gonna trade? Fuck you! I had a great one.
No, I have a great.
I know! He has a good one, Felix.
But hold on. I'm trying to see if I can even get one for this.
Do you want to trade?
No, hold on.
We can start off with Brooke and
I can start us off if you want.
I'll trade with you.
this
shit!
traitor.
Oh,
What do you
shit!
mean?
Gave me the best one.
Yeah, Felix definitely has the best genre. Oh yeah, enjoy it.
Oh my
All right,
god. yes.
you want me to start it off?
Oh yes, please.
I got shoujo. I've seen quite a few. I am a girl. I think that's what they're pretty much like. You know,
Targeted for.
they're targeted
adult
to.
female
Well,
audience.
not necessarily adult, like
Oh,
young
female
teen,
audience,
female in general. There's actually I wrote an example on this piece of paper,
Yeah.
which is Vampire Night.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I had to say any kind of
Yes.
shoujo, I'd probably go with Vampire Night.
Mhm. That's a good one.
Way better than Twilight. I hate Twilight.
Of course.
They did vampires good.
Yeah.
They don't sparkle in the sun. They die.
They should. Like they should.
All right.
Doc?
Okay, well, I got screwed over and got drama.
Oh.
So,
I couldn't think of one, but then at the end I was like,
the
oh.
only drama show I can think of is Ore Monogatari. And I know that's also a love story, but it's also a drama.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
that's,
they overlap.
what's the English name for that one again?
Is there one?
Yeah, there's an English name for it. Anyways, that one's, it's about a huge guy who falls in love with a small girl.
My Love
And then
Story.
My Love Story.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful anime.
That's an
It's a little
adorable
bit.
one.
It's a little bit drama near the end. That's why I kind of like. I'd place it in drama.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would consider it a drama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for mine,
Also, me and Bork kissed for the first time to the opening of that anime.
Oh God, you had to bring
Really?
that up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, just an FYI for everybody. They are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh
We're
yeah.
technically married. It's been over a year.
It's been 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking about recently, because I was like, you guys have been together for just over 3 years, and I've known you for just about the same
Yeah,
amount of
just about the
time.
same.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
technically,
crazy.
Felix is also married to us.
I
Yeah.
love you guys.
I love you too.
So
Our
for
three-ways are great, by the way.
Oh,
I sometimes wear foursome.
oh, jeez, who are you bringing with you?
Brian.
Oh, he's joining the harem.
That's your hair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of harem, why don't you bring up what genre you got, Felix?
My genre is ecchi.
Oh.
Obviously, for all of us, I would say High School DxD.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
So good, except the last season. Did not like it.
Oh yeah. Well.
It was a downer to me, just because of the fact that he changed
No
studios.
comment. No comment.
But there are a bunch, and right now I know that one of my doc is Monster Musume. He's got 2 body pillow.
2.
2?
How many do you have?
Soft, I have 4.
Oh Jesus!
He doesn't have the entire harem, which
Not yet.
I'm very
He wants
sad
it.
about.
He wants it though, guys. He really wants
She wants it too.
But there
I'm
are a
sicko.
bunch that we all like. I know. I really like Sekire as well. Testament of Sister New Devil.
Yes.
That was
Testament of a New Devil Sister.
I just call it Testament.
It was good.
Yeah, whatever. This one is weird.
Inception. It's the best.
That's not. Are they losing their clothes? Is it
Yes.
an ecchi
Yes,
or is
they
it
do.
harem?
That is
It's
an etchy.
Ecchi harem as
All
well.
right. I don't remember them ever getting naked in conception.
They don't.
I want to learn that dance still.
But there is one more that I really like, and I've watched every season, and I know this isn't over. It's called To Love Ru.
Yeah.
That is
Love has been airing since the early 90s.
yes, and it's still going on. Like the last one was in 2015, and they're still working on it.
Wow, is it like the longest running ecchi or something?
I think it is.
Yeah, I believe so.
But it is
Close
so
to it.
funny.
It's a good one.
It's comedy, full of it.
I don't know. That one's like a sci-fi etchy too because they're aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a good show.
that's the ones I really like.
The first season kind of is really slow
Yeah, of course.
because
It's character
It was old as
development. It's character development the entire
this will
season.
be the last one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
There's
it?
only 2 left.
No, okay, so what we can do for the last 2 is we can all decide on one that we like from
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because there is not an even number of categories here. I could have put more, but I didn't bother counting because I'm lazy. All right. Who wants to go first this time?
I'll go.
Actually, does anyone want to trade?
Oh yeah, that is a good question.
Do you want to trade?
Are you doing it?
Do you want to trade? Trade? Trade?
Why does this sound so like insecure and shit?
Trade? Oh, thank you. You gave me my favorite genre.
Oh, I could
Trade
be a
with
dick.
Felix.
I could be a dick right now and just steal from bro.
Don't you dare. I will come for your ass.
I have a big ass. You can touch it from far away.
Can
Do you
feel it from
want
under the table.
to change with me or no?
It's just dead air right now.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
No, you good?
Deciding. Okay.
I did not have an
Yeah,
option
well.
for that one, so I had
Well,
to
neither
switch.
do I.
I have one for this, but it's for that one.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, this one.
Yes, I know.
I have one for this.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
did, but the only thing I was gonna say, I'm not gonna say because it was.
All right. Well, who went first last time?
I did.
All right. Do you want me to go?
No, who cares?
Okay. What the fuck did I
That's
get?
something
Comedy.
you do.
My favorite.
Oh, okay.
My favorite genre is comedy. I love to laugh. Anything that makes me laugh, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Stupid videos on the internet, memes. I'm that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
What comedy anime am I gonna pick? I'm actually gonna go
There's
with
so
something
many
that
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something that I have rewatched at least 5 times, and I can throw on any random episode and just start, like, killing myself laughing, and that's Cromartie High. I don't know if either of you have seen this.
What is it?
Yes, it is. It's called Cromartie High School. I don't want to spoil it. It's pretty much an anime about this guy who goes to a high school full of delinquents, but he himself is not a delinquent.
This is a 2000.
Yeah, it's pretty old. I still love it, though.
It's a 2000 manga, 2003 anime.
Yeah, it's pretty old, but I fucking love this anime. It is so funny. I've like keeled over and almost started crying watching this. It's so random. Also, if you like Freddie Mercury, he makes an appearance in anime form.
Well, I know.
I believe he also sings the opening.
So
Queen
from what I know,
sings the opening.
Yeah. So from what I know is that Freddie Mercury was an avid fan of anime back when he was still alive, and manga. He like even in one of his show that was filmed, he is wearing anime tank top.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it's clear as day that he's wearing an anime tank top. Like, and that's why I really like his stuff in the first place.
Yeah, that's just how random this show is, though. They'll just put like whatever the hell they want.
I imagine so. Like, I am definitely gonna go back home and like watch it.
All right.
I got mystery, and this isn't one of the big genres that I'd like.
It's very small as a genre, though.
I'd say Bungo Stray Dogs has a layer of mystery that I didn't mind at all. I would also say Plastic Memories.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a really good one. That one kind of has an underlying kind of mystery to it that I
romance mystery.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, for me, the one I would have picked for that one would have been Nanana's Buried Treasure. I don't know if you guys have watched this
I've not heard of this one.
Most of the genre... Okay, sorry. Most of the genre for this would be adventure fiction, action fiction, and occult fiction. So that's the main one because one of the main characters is a ghost. But I'm not going to spoil it if you guys are going to watch it. But it's a really good show, and there's like 11 episodes.
Okay.
And I would have also picked If Her Flag Breaks.
Those are all ones that I've never heard of before.
Very sexual anime.
It's not.
And shouldn't say if his flag breaks.
If her flag. Wait,
I'm a little concerned about her flag.
Say your genre.
So my genre is Yuri or Yaoi.
Yeah, I had nothing for this.
For Yaoi, I would say Yuri on Ice.
Yeah.
But for Yuri, Citrus.
That is one that I have not finished, but I did start it.
It really was good. I was trying to watch this.
It's like, whoa, is it getting hot in here?
Yeah, for guys, I would say yeah. And like it was filled with drama as well. Like
I liked the drama behind it.
I watched it at work, and I couldn't. I had to stop at one point.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I watched the entire season in one night.
It gets dicey.
Everyone clicks off the podcast immediately and goes watch.
Yeah, it's dicey.
So again, like I know we did a disclaimer. I'm pretty sure we did a disclaimer at the beginning of the podcast about like 13-year-olds.
Yeah, probably click off if you're not old enough.
This show, do not watch it.
It does not show any nudity, and it's totally fine.
But it is.
It's spicy.
Your flagpole might break if you watch it.
All right.
So yeah, those are my two favorites.
Okay, well,
I'm glad that this next category, these next two, we're actually all going to mention one.
Oh yeah.
From it.
We'll start.
I'm glad that this was one.
Let's start with this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually,
are you sure? Okay, save the best for last.
So we're gonna do this one.
We'll save the best.
We're gonna do mine. Yeah, I saw it. So mine is fantasy. The second last one is fantasy.
We're
all gonna say.
So fantasy is honestly so many. All the
it really is.
Fantasy, all the. So for me, fantasy. Oh god, I really have to think about it.
Do you have to think about it? Do you want me to go first?
I'm gonna have to think about it and then come back to me.
Grimgar.
Fantasy and Ash. That was a beautiful and it needs a second season. God, badly.
I would even consider that one to be a drama. There was a lot of I was feeling a lot of emotions watching that. There was points that I actually wanted to cry almost. I felt really bad for these characters. It was a great fantasy realm too. It was really dark and gritty.
I really hope that it continues because there's a lot of unanswered questions that I'd like to know.
I know, me as well.
Still need a second?
No, I got it.
All right.
Hunter.
Oh, yes.
We didn't mention this, but
yeah, we haven't mentioned
it is
Hunter x Hunter.
a really good anime. Either the 1997 version,
No.
Hisoka.
Hisoka.
No.
Yes.
I love the entirety of it. Both versions. There's a 1997 one.
The Antark. I know people feel the pain. We feel it. It was terrible. It dragged. It did not bring the anime down from the pedestal.
I didn't think that arc was that bad compared to One Piece Thriller Bark.
Oh god.
Thriller Bark arc is
I could not stand it.
horrible.
It dragged on so long.
One Piece would be a good fantasy as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wanted to mention One Piece as also the shoujo.
Yeah.
But fairy tale just means a lot more to me.
To all of us, I'd say. Well, to you, I understand to you, but
yeah, it's just I have a lot of emotions for that show. But also, we're almost keeping up with One Piece. Me and Doc are a bit behind. We're still on.
I'm sorry, episode 600 something.
Oh God, okay, you really need to catch up.
But see, the thing is that I did watch almost 300.
Are you
episodes
watching
in,
it dubbed or subbed?
Sub.
Okay.
But I did watch almost 300 episodes, including movies, in 3 weeks straight, nonstop. I did watch the entirety of it, One Piece, until episode 500. So I did such a big jump that I had to stop watching it because it was too much.
But that's the thing about One Piece. It's I don't like being caught up on One Piece because when you watch One Piece, there's a lot of times where it's you really need to know the next episode, and you just. Or it's an entire episode of filler, so then you just feel like you wasted a week.
That's how I felt after the gap, the 2-year gap that they did.
I loved the 2-year gap. It was beautiful.
When they did the 2-year gap in the show.
I still want to know how Nami impressed her tits that much in 2 years, though.
Right?
I think every girl would like to know.
I mean, even guys.
My favorite fantasy, hands down, none of us really said it, but we've mentioned it a couple times. No Game, No Life.
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
Beautiful animation by far.
Art
one of
style,
my best.
gorgeous.
Art style, gorgeous. Characters amazing.
Hilarious. The references to Studio Ghibli as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That Castle in the Sky reference was so perfectly timed and hilariously epic that, just left me speechless. I've seen it 10 times. I've laughed every single time.
And again, this is another anime that I enjoy where it's two intellectuals going off with a brain battle.
Yeah.
Which is something I really love enjoying to watch. And different kinds of games. It wasn't the same time over and over.
Yeah. Like cards and chess
It was cool to see a premise where they built this whole new world and
out of
this is how
games.
It would happen and really good.
Yeah.
I think this is a show that is subcategorized in a lot of different genres because it is harem, it's ecchi, it's fantasy, it's games, it's isekai, it's a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
The movie was great too.
All right. And last but not least,
harem!
I would say this is our favorite, hands down.
Yeah.
We're all harem trash boats. DxD is by far all of our favorites. We will not mention, we'll try and skip the ones that we've already said. So maybe not talk about High School DxD, Testament.
Yeah.
Well, if it comes to that, then I'm going to mention some reverse harem.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
One that I actually enjoy is Fruits Basket, the original. I know a new one just came out.
Yeah.
I did watch the new one, and I didn't feel as emotionally attached to this one as the original made me. Now, bear in mind, I did watch the original when I was a young teenage girl. So obviously I cried over all of the hot anime boys who turn into animals because...
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get those hormones going somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fruits Basket is adorable. I love it.
I've got too many.
I'll say one reverse, or why don't we do one reverse harem and one normal harem then?
I don't really have a reverse other than Fruit Basket.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say, oh wait, what was it called?
Diabolic Lovers.
Diabolic Lovers wasn't bad. But no, I'm thinking of, Devil's Line? No, it's on Devil's Line.
What is it about? Just explain.
It's about a girl who ends up with a class full of demon dudes that are all like lusting over her, and there's singing in it.
Did I watch
dancing.
it? Did I watch this
Dancing
song?
with the Devil, I think it's called.
You look it up and we'll come back to you for sure.
That is also a song.
So for me, there's so many. That's the issue. For just normal one, Nisekoi.
Oh, that's a great one.
Boku wa Tomodachi was a big one. I can try to find the actual English name for it. I don't even know if there's an English name. Rosario to Vampire.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one.
This is an old one, like 2008 old, but it is really good.
Yeah, the one I was talking about is Dance with Devils.
Was it? Okay.
It's about a girl who, like, stumbles into a classroom and, like, a bunch of demon dudes fall for her, and there's a lot of singing and randomly dancing. It's terrible, but I watched it all.
No, that's the one that I thought was Diabolic Lovers.
Yeah.
Because this is one that I had watched after Doc had mentioned that it was one of his guilty pleasures. So I had to go and watch it.
What's your favorite? Oh, sorry. Go for it.
It's an alright one. It has a lot of singing in it, and some of the songs are good. The only problem that I had with it is there's literally some points where like they start burst out singing in the middle of a fight, and it made no sense at all. But it was good.
Really?
It was good. Yeah.
What's your favorite like normal hair? One guy, multiple girls.
I can't really think of one at the moment that we haven't mentioned.
Oh, I
do have a couple more reversed, though.
So for me, let's just say for me, first of all, for normal hair, I think after starting watching like anime in general, and then I got to the fan service genre.
Yeah.
And it pretty much is harem as well. I watched High School DxD all the way through. And then I just started going in the tangent of just watching harem anime. And I got like my eyes like on so many new animes that I know so many at this point. And I like almost all of them. Like there's not one I don't like. But a lot of people hate on some of the ones that I like. It's not like Death March to Parallel Universe.
That one was okay.
See, some people just outright don't like it. And it's like, it really is. But that's the thing, right? I like slice of life. So to me, I really liked it. But there's others that just didn't like it. Or like Smartphone.
In Another World.
I loved that show. My favorite part of the show. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Maybe. Like, I don't really know if this is a spoiler. But it's the first... It is the first anime I've ever seen where at the very end of the anime, the guy literally says, and he marries all of them.
Yes.
They literally tell him that, oh, no, man, you're rich, you're pretty OP.
You will marry all of them.
Yeah, you can literally marry
and there's
all
like 12. Like, I counted them. Like, I legit paused and counted all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was so many. And I was like, yo,
I
this
honestly
is great.
cannot think of another just normal harem, but I do have another reverse, which is probably one that neither of you have seen.
I just I haven't watched a lot.
The Earl and the Fairy.
No.
I really love this one because it has two things that I absolutely love, which is, adorable, hot anime guys, but also mythical creatures.
Okay.
So I guess to summarize the plot really quickly is about this girl who is able to see fairies and mythical creatures and stuff. And they pretty much, like, she gets in a lot of trouble and has to deal with a lot of situations with these creatures. Mm-hmm. But some of them are also hot anime guys, which is exciting.
I'll say two for normal harems. I would go with Trinity 7.
That was going to say that is my favorite.
I love that one.
That is my favorite.
I have
it's
not
really
seen that one.
I love how the protagonist is so stuck up that, like, when the girls, he acts the way a normal dude would act. Mm-hmm. If you're laying in bed with some random girl and another girl walks in and she's like disgusted with you, he literally looks up and goes, "What?
Join.
Do you want to join?"
Legit. And that's what I really like about this anime. Like the fact that he's just like so open about it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
There is still moments where he gets embarrassed and stuff, but it's not to the point where every time he sees a girl's tits, he's like, "Oh my god, I can't function."
No.
But obviously we still like that. That's why we're saying it.
The fact that they only have one season but 2 movies for it is fucking great.
The other one I was going to say is The World God Only Knows.
Yeah.
I kind of fucked up with this anime because I went and watched the 3rd season, 1st episode, and I had no idea what was going on. It was my own bad. I fucked up.
But now you can't watch it, right? Now you just can't watch it.
That's a good anime. Yeah. It's
Strike the Blood is a good one.
Strike the Blood isn't really a harem though.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Do we have a debate battle going on?
So with season 2, you see so many more girls that surround him. So it does become now a harem anime. I do understand that first season, not really, but second season, yes.
Okay. I wouldn't.
Because I do keep up with it right now.
He doesn't try and hook up with all of them.
No.
Not all of them like him.
No. Well, he doesn't try to hook up with any of them. He doesn't try to hook up with any of them.
That's why.
But they all think that he tries to, and that's the funny thing about it. Like that's what I really like about this anime. What I don't like is that they keep saying the exact same fucking sentence every time there's a fight. It's like, no, it's our fight. It's like, shut up.
This isn't a harem, but if I could choose to have a harem, I would just have all of the characters from Overlord.
All the male ones?
And the females.
No, I mean, yeah, kind of.
Well, there's also Mock and Key.
Oh, yeah, I did mention that.
Mock and Key is a pretty good one, too.
It is really good, but at the same time, it is really stupid. Like,
yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it's really funny.
The stupidest one is, what's that one about the dude who needs to drink milk?
Oh, you're fucked.
Drink milk?
He needs to drink milk.
I'm not even going to bring it up.
He needs to drink milk out of girls' boobs.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, though.
Don't ask
me. It's good. It's a good thing, because we are not going to mention it.
Yeah, we can't get too far into the
this is more than just fan
hentai hole.
At this point.
Oh yeah, that show's interesting.
I would say it's borderline hentai at this point.
Oh,
the reason why I left out hentai as a genre to bring up is because we can't get too dirty on this podcast.
Okay, well, you might as well call all of the shows we're watching borderline hentai.
Yeah, yes.
So most of the harem genre is.
Yeah, and ecchi as well.
We all have seen hentai. There's no way that none of us have.
Even the little 12-year-olds listening to the podcast now.
There's also
at this point, they're going to try to find a website for it.
There's also Date Alive, which...
I liked it.
I liked it. I watched most of it. I dropped it a couple times and then ended up rewatching it. But it's an okay one.
I didn't really like season 3.
No. It feels like it's dragging now.
Yes, at this point it is.
Yeah.
We are getting close to the end of the podcast. We're nearing the 1 hour and 30 minute mark. So if there is anything that we want to talk about in the next 10
minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes or so that we have left.
Can we talk about me going to make food? Because that sounds like a great idea.
Speaking of going to make food, Food Wars is something that we didn't bring up.
Yes.
Food Wars is a good show. I don't really know what genre that would fall under.
Ecchi, food porn.
Food porn.
Yeah.
Food porn, the anime.
It really is food porn at this point. Fucking clothes
Yeah.
just explodes. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's food porn.
I've gained so much weight just watching that show because you have to eat along with it.
Okay, so what I've done in the past, I have actually made a meal from the show.
I wanted to try that for the podcast.
So good.
I actually wanted to try that. So I think for an episode, what we'd like to do in the future is once we actually have like cameras and the whole setup and everything, I'd like to make food from different animes and present it to you all and have you like try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally down.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Especially from Food Wars. We should even have a Shokugeki one time.
Shokugeki.
A Shokugeki! That would be awesome.
That would be.
I definitely
that would
think
be
we should
hard
have
though
that.
in this kitchen. That's the issue.
Well, you know what? There's no bitching in this kitchen, so.
Stop bitching and get out of the kitchen.
I can be.
Do you guys want to talk about future plans for the podcast, or what do you want to talk about?
Sponsors? Not kidding.
We don't.
We don't have any
just
sponsors.
started.
That would be great, guys.
The only sponsor we have today is the money in my own pockets, which is nothing. It's lint.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I have some rubber from Mark in my pocket right now.
Really?
If you just mentioned the first part of that sentence, I thought it was going to go in an opposite direction.
I always have rubber in my pocket, even though I don't use it.
Gum.
Should we say which anime got us into?
Yeah. That's something that we should definitely mention.
I know it's a little bit late in the podcast.
I know it is. We'll have to make it a bit quick because we really do only have like about 10 minutes left. So
it's not like we have a time limit though. Like we can extend.
I think childhood anime we should leave out for a future episode maybe. I'm just talking about that one anime that you found out what anime was and you're like, oh shit, and something clicked with you.
Bleach. For me, it was Bleach. The anime that started it all for me, it was a slow starting anime, but I definitely love Bleach. It has some of the most epic like call outs. Like I still remember when they call out their swords and stuff. It was always so epic and such like a reveal. You were like contemplating it through the whole time. It also was one of those anime that you could sit down and watch with friends and kind of get everyone into it. And I've corrupted quite a few people by showing them Bleach. It is a great starter anime. It has great action, great plot presentation, and it moves fairly quickly.
It is a bit of a longer one, though.
300
so
episodes.
It is harder to finish.
There's more than 300 episodes.
Yeah, so it's quite long.
It is long.
It's also over.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another
for
thing.
now.
It has been for a long time.
Felix, would you like to mention yours?
Well, I said fairy tales.
Yeah, you did mention.
I did say fairy tales, but the first one that I really got into anime wasn't fairy tale. It was SAO.
Oh, shit. That's something we haven't really mentioned.
We are going to mention this in future
episodes,
podcast.
Definitely.
SAO is garbage. That show's horrible. The first season was okay. After that, I don't know how it's still going.
You're just pissing off all the SAO fans.
So I haven't watched Alicization yet. I am going to watch it, but I don't know when.
I loved the first season.
I'm just procrastinating and watching it. I love the first episode of the first season, but I feel like they should have made it more episodes of what happened in SAO.
That's the only thing that killed it for me, was the time skips.
Yes.
In some anime, it can be done where they move forward in points of time. Mm-hmm. That literally skips half of their adventure. We have no idea who they are as characters.
That's why after,
what was it that clicked with you, though?
The fact that they got stuck in the game, I really liked it, and I wanted to know what happened next, right?
So it really got you into like the isekai genre.
Yes. So like I said, I got into watching Fairy Tail first few episodes of Fairy Tail. Then our friend Dawson suggested me to watch SAO because it is his favorite. And after watching SAO, I was like, okay, well, I could continue watching more anime. So then I just started looking up anime, and then I don't remember who told me about the DxD.
It was me.
But it was you. That's what I was thinking.
We had that drunk night where
we've rewatched DxD so many times.
So we had a
drinking game out of DxD where every time he says boost, every time you see boobs, and every time.
Oh, bye.
What was the last rule?
I don't know. We got too drunk. I can't remember. Those two alone will get you wasted in the first episode.
So the fact that Doc got me into watching DxD, that's where I started watching more and more fan service. Yeah. And then I started watching Harem, and then I started watching Slice of Life, and then I just got into
it. Really just opened like a wormhole.
Yes, it did, and like I haven't stopped watching anime in the last 3 years, not even a single day. I've been watching at least one episode a day, or a full season a day. Like I've just been watching a shit ton of them.
Right.
All right. I know your Doc's not gonna be too happy about this one, but a lot of animes that got me into anime in general were ones from my childhood, but I'm gonna leave those ones out. I think the one that really clicked with me, that I actually looked up online what other shows are that are like this, and like what is this genre of media, this specifically. So one of those ones for me was Death Note.
Really?
I own the entire collections edition on my shelf.
I'm going to be really honest. I never finished it.
You didn't finish it?
No. I know what happens in it. but I never finished it. Just because it never clicked with it.
It's so bland.
It was
really
kind
is.
of power is you write their name in a book and they die.
Okay,
I
but
liked some of the predicaments that the main character found themselves in, but at the same time, it started to get bland so fast.
it's not the show itself that really clicked with me. It was kind of just when I had that realization that not all animes are exactly the same, because a lot of the ones that I used to watch when I was younger were lighthearted, like family-friendly stuff.
Yeah.
And then I watched Death Note and I'm like, oh, people can die in shows. They can die in animes.
Yeah.
Like, there's dark stuff. And it's not one-sided. I know that you're watching through the main character Light's eyes, but both of them have their own right and wrongs, L and Light.
That's what I liked about Tokyo Ghoul, and that's kind of the same premise.
I just started watching it.
They kind of try and show you both sides of the spectrum, and I did like that, and I agree with you. That's a really good point.
And after the show ended, the world was darker without Light. I had to bring that up. That's a joke in the show. I had to. All right.
It was really
Don't judge me. I like puns.
Yeah, so if in future podcasts there's definitely going to be a lot
we're definitely
puns.
going to talk about childhood animes. We're going to play a lot more games. I would love to get more involved with the audience.
Yes.
I'd love to be able to get video, cameras to record so you can actually see our faces and not just hear our voices.
Never.
You're not gonna see my face.
Yeah, Dawson was like, never, ever.
I want to switch topics sometimes off of anime sometimes.
No,
I know I want to
definitely-
keep it
we
mostly
definitely
anime related, but there are some other nerdy shit that we're all into. Like, we're
D&D.
into Dungeons and Dragons, we're into video games, we're into a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'd really like to do, some
something that,
episodes about it.
and I hope you guys know about me. Like I said, I watch Chinese anime, but I also watch Chinese
like to
movies. I watch Korean drama.
Yes,
So,
can we
like-
have an episode just dedicated to K-pop?
Can we just,
No.
And I do
No.
want to talk about books.
Manga.
That's,
Yeah, I would
Like
love to be
Six
able to
of
talk about
Crows.
books
Oh.
and manga.
Mhm.
So if you guys decide to stick around and, you decide you like the podcast, you want to see future episodes, we're going to
See
post
and
this
hear.
on iTunes. We're going to try and get on Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Definitely on YouTube.
Leave comments.
We do have a YouTube channel.
Leave reviews. Let us know if we're,
Like, subscribe, and comment, guys.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Like, subscribe. I'll comment and obey. Like, comment, and obey is what I was trying to say there.
Jeez, what the hell
I
did
had
you
a
just?
brain fart.
You just,
I just said it wrong.
Oh
just
my
got
God.
taken over by an anime demon.
Yeah.
I think the hunger is starting to get to him, so we should probably end the podcast.
Feed me.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour.
So this was our first podcast, guys. It will get better in terms of nervousness.
Quality.
Of course, quality is going to be better in the end game, but this is obviously our first, so we are a little choppy in our
We're noobs,
yeah.
Also, we'll put our links to everything.
Yeah, links to all of our different social medias down in the description below. We have Twitter. We're gonna set up Instagram, all that good stuff. Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Twitter has already been made.
Mhm.
YouTube
by the
has
time
been
that this
made.
podcast comes out, everything will be up and
Hopefully.
running. No, it will. We'll make sure. I'll make sure. I'm not posting this until
after this,
everything's done.
honestly, after this, we can probably do it.
We're gonna call it Feed
Yep,
Me?
we're gonna call it there, guys.
So,
Thank you so much for listening.
Roll the outro.
Roll the outro. And that's Doc out.